Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for New Year's Eve on obviously the 31st of December. So happy New Year, everybody. All have a good night tonight. I should be stopping in, chilling out. Them days are over. So these are two small stake bets. Don't get too involved. Keep it to minimum. It's more for interest, and it's the first few races at Lingfield. So you haven't got long at all if you're on about following in with the first selection. So the both of them are 15 pence. I've gone for two bets: 15 pence each way patents, and then 20 pence each way um, treble. So the first selection is Saturnalia in the 14 minutes past 11 race at Lingfield. This horse normally runs over shorter. The last two times it's ran over further than this, and now it's dropped back in trip. For me, it's a typical lower in the handicap mark to give it a chance in another race. It's been running over a mile and two twice. It's now dropped back to a mile, and it was held up in those races. And I think it maybe didn't quite stay, and now it's back over a mile with a better handicap mark. And I think it's got an obvious chance. The problem is there's seven runners. And the first two are quite short in the market. I think this was about sixes or sevens. The third selection is Apple Blossom White. I've left the price. I think it's 28 to 1 in the 11:44 at Lingfield. This actual bet here I think it's the bigger priced bet that I'm giving out. I think the other bet is a bit more of an obvious chance. But Apple Blossom White, it was only beaten by 4 or 5 lengths by the favourite Master Technician. Well, it reposes on better terms. The only problem is, though, Apple Blossom White hasn't run for 80 days. Has there been something missed? I don't know. But for me, only beaten 5 lengths by the favourite, I think if it's within 5 lengths this time, it could sneak a place. And it's on much better terms. It was receiving, I think it was about £6 or £7. It's receiving a stone today, but like I said, fitness is being taken on trust, so I don't know too much about Apple Blossom White. Although it's drawn low this time, it might just be for a day out. I don't know. It's too big a price though. And Nutcracker in the 12:14 at Lingfield did nothing on its debut. However, this race is that bad. They're only giving you 9 to 1 currently because all the horses are pretty much done the same. Even the favourite, it's only got a racing post rating of something like 60 something. And it's pretty much even money favourite. Not for me, thanks. It might win with its head in its chest, but I think Nutcracker, from an all-weather trainer, Tony Carroll, I think it's got a bit of a chance. There's a number of horses, about four of them, sorry, have all got similar ratings, and any of them could actually improve. But I've gone for Nutcracker anyway. So this is no, it isn't. That's the same bet. This is the next bet. So as I said, it's a 15 pence each way painting and a 20 pence each way treble. The Thames Ladies are first selection in the 11:44 at Lingfield. Doubts over the front two. This is the most obvious horse to have a chance, although I think it's just coming off a little bit of a break, but I'll take the risk with it. And then the other two dangers, further back in the market, have never ran before, so it's questionable. So this is the most obvious chance to the first two in the market, in my opinion. It's only I think it's about 5 or 6 to 1. Then I've mentioned Nutcracker already, so it's Nutcracker in a 14 minutes past 12 race at Lingfield. And then finally, Flicker's Girl, an interesting horse, this one, not because it's in the 12:44 at Lingfield, but it is in the 12:44 at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. Originally, it started out with David Loughnane. It won, I believe, on its debut on the all-weather. Then it had a campaign on turf, and it went to, I think it was P.D. Evans. I think it had one run under him, and now it's switched back to David Loughnane. It had a run on the all-weather at Southwell over 5 furlong. And you know my opinion about Southwell over 5 furlong. If it runs poorly, you can ignore that form, in my opinion, at Southwell, because I don't think I've ever really backed a winner over 5 furlongs at Southwell, because I just can't get my head around it. You need bundles of pace. And this horse was mid-division headway and then weakened. I think it was just a day out, and I think this is more to its liking. Stepped up a furlong in trip, and I think you'll see a better horse today. So those are the 6 selections. So I wish you the very best of luck. Have a good night. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.